I've doubts about that, Ian.
Yeah.
I've doubts about formal classes. I think traditional singing is a sort of thing you have to absorb.
Yeah.
And I think there's nobody better than yourself to talk about that, like, you know, because as a young singer, you know, you absorb, you listen, and you learn, and you listen to, and you listen over and over again, and then you hear, and then you'll wake up one morning and you'll have a line or two of a song going through your head, and you know that you're going to have to learn the song because and I think that's the way I learned, by going and, you know, listening to it and saying, geez, that's a great song. I remember being in the car driving Frank Hart into the club just before he died there, and they said to him, geez, that's a great song, why don't you sing it? And that was it, like, you know, like, if you think it's such a good song, go and sing it, like, and it works, yeah. And I think that, but yeah, classes to a degree do work, and we've had classes where people would teach 3 songs, say, you know, and people go away with the songs, and I often wonder how many of them actually will learn the songs and sing them. I often wonder, whereas I think learning a song is a very personal thing, that you sort of, something in the song must strike a chord with you, and then you say, oh yeah, I must learn that song. Geez, that's a great song. You know, I remember listening to, you know, Bold Jack Donahue, and listening to Elizabeth Cronin singing, Bess Cronin singing that song on the double CD that came out with the book, and I heard, oh, that's for me, and like immediately it's like, that's for me, you know, because it was the sort of song I knew I would sing and I would enjoy singing, you know.
Yeah.
So that's my perception. Yeah. That's another big thing that just might be one of my things that I think is much more important for people to actually listen to other singers. And I remember one particular guy, and we went to Ennis-Tyman, and he showed up and he sang a song, and then there was about 2 more songs, and he sang again. The place was full of singers, and then about 3 or 4 more songs, and he sang again. And I actually met him and said, you know, says the place was full of singers. I didn't come here to listen to other singers. He said, I came here to sing. I found that totally, I just can't understand that. And Frank Hart was a man, he just delighted in listening to other singers, and that's because he said, it's wonderful. He took as much pleasure out of listening to other singers as he did singing himself. I know that for a fact, you know. Yeah. So one of the things that has happened, like, and you know, when Frank Hart died, and you asked me to, you know, to just mention the Frank Hart Festival and the perception of it, like, you know, this gave us the opportunity to actually do something. And there is, like, you know, when you run a festival like that, you need to be ticking boxes, like, you know, you need to be sort of having an educational aspect of it. You need also to be having a community aspect of it, like, you know, and so it is from that point, and there is an education aspect of it. But one of the things that is sad, and I remember a few times we sort of said we would like to run classes, but like, will they work? You don't know, like, you know. But by having a song workshop in the Frank Hart Festival, you're running, and people be made aware. Like, a huge number of people came to the Frank Hart Festival and then continued coming to the club after, because they would have only never heard of the club before that, and they've continued on, like, you know. But yes, and the as I say, the CDs, like, I would argue that the education aspect of putting out a CD like Around the Hills of Clare, that's putting it out there, and that without the support from Góilín, that would never have come out. Like, that went out there now, and there's sort of, it's a double CD of all of the traditional singers that Tom Hunley and Jim Carroll and Pat McKenzie recorded down there in West Clare, and, you know, other things out. So we do, and we've supported the John Kennedy CD, The Girls Along the Road. That was made with Góilín support. Like, John Howson came looking for us, and we voted money to it, and then our payment was getting CDs to sell at the club, and that's where we got our money back. But we supported it, like, and so by putting stuff like that out, you are in an oblique way doing an educational thing by putting it out into the mainstream and into the general public perception. Yeah.